Crowd. Be safe when you home, be safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's a messed up crowd. Be safe when you home, be safe in the street. It's a messed up crowd. Be safe when you home, be safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go cry much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe when you home, be safe in the street. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still cry much, game and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. I never wear gold cause someone's always.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N, this is Crime Watch, and we are back. I just decided to dress down today, as you know, but in fact, it's Thursday, the 27th. It's a cool scene, but you know, sometimes the jacket and whatnot. But ladies and gentlemen, again, all those of you who are locked on the app, all those of you who are locked on all over the world, a special good evening to you. A special good evening to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the murder toll is now 251. 251 persons have been murdered so far for this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the same period last year, it was 279. Latest victim, a city corporation worker, was gunned down in Port of Spain earlier today. 31-year-old David PARAG of GILKES Street, St. James, was killed after he ordered a sandwich from a vendor around 7 a.m. outside the sub-office of the City Corporation at the corner of QUARRY and Observatory Street, East Port of Spain on Thursday. That is today. So ladies and gentlemen, it's Thursday 27th. All those of you who are locked on online, a special good evening to you. Those of you who have information or wish to send it to us right now, remember, you all can WhatsApp me on 390-4426. That's 390-4426 or 330-4426. Also, you can WhatsApp me on 294-4081. If you have information about this, about the senseless killing of David PARAG at GILKES Street, St. James, who was killed today, ladies and gentlemen, after he ordered a sandwich from a vendor at Observatory and QUARRY Street. 31-year-old David PARAG, a City Corporation worker. If you have any information, please let us know. In fact, yesterday the rundown was like a Monday, even though, I mean, just going back to Wednesday the 26th, you realize that, just as I said, the rundowns are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because in fact, this is the rundown for the 27th of June, and today yesterday was the 26th, today is the 27th, and it's almost the same size. Let's go back to the City Corporation worker. Just imagine, this man ordered a sandwich from a vendor and bam, he was gunned down. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any information, in fact, we are hearing information that he was killed by someone known to him. We're going to open up. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open up the lines a bit, 6714062. Remember, take the audio down on your set. Take the audio down on your set. All those of you who are calling, 6714062. So, ladies and gentlemen, a City Corporation worker was gunned down. Also, this is the second murder in broad daylight in Port of Spain in less than 24 hours. Port of Spain, the capital. Just imagine, in less than 24 hours, ladies and gentlemen, this David PARAG guy, he's the second person to be gunned down in broad daylight on Wednesday the 26th of June, which is just yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen. Around 2 p.m. to the 7-year-old, identified as Nicholas Percy, a.k.a. Nick of Building 47 Nelson Street, Port of Spain, was shot and killed in the staircase at a nearby apartment building. So you really ask yourself, what exactly is going on in this country? What exactly is going on in this country? Just the other day, you know, Everything was running smooth and nice. Look at the capital, less than 24 hours. One man gone down here. Look at the guy. Look at Nicholas Percy, aka Nick. Nick body on the ground, broad daylight. And remember yesterday I said, but 2 a.m. No, it wasn't 2 a.m., it was 2 p.m. And now you have, ladies and gentlemen, a 31-year-old. Now you have a 31-year-old identified as David PARAG, shot dead. Just imagine that, shot dead. Also, ladies and gentlemen, remember, make sure, now, I'm really asking you, I'm really telling you, what you need to do is to give us information. Whatever information you might have and you want to pass it on to us, give me the information about the drugs, give me the information about the guns, whatever information. Remember 390-4426, 330-4426. Once you have information, pass it on to us. Now, in fact, you know, this is unbelievable. And all this is run down just for this week, you know. Popular supermarket in Arima, Karen Anderson Pereira of Mount St. Benedict in St. Augustine was shot and killed inside a Nissan Tida motor car in the parking lot of Amera Road, Arima branch of Food Basket. Now, it's a very popular supermarket in Arima. Eh? I believe the more popular one is the Extra Food. This is the area here. This is the body, this is the area. Karen Anderson, this took place last night. Out of Mount St. Benedict in St. Augustine, shot and killed inside his Nissan Tida motor car in the parking lot of Omera Road, 6714062. Those of you who are trying to get onto our studio, make sure and take the audio. We are getting reports from Master Control that the lines are blocked. And everybody's trying to call. Remember, these are the numbers to call. Take the audio down when you're set. Again, ladies and gentlemen, at a supermarket in Arima, in fact, everybody knows the Food Basket supermarket at the Omera Road, Arima branch. Around 9:45 last night, a white-green Mitsubishi Lancer approached the victim car, and 3 men alighted from the vehicle and opened fire on him before escaping. But it's similar to what went on in Port of Spain. It is similar. It is a similar thing, because if we go back, if I go back, Director, where in the rundown yesterday, they had men came out of a vehicle in the same fashion. Just so Karen Anderson Pereira of Mount St. Benedict in St. Augustine was shot and killed inside his Nissan Tida motor car in the parking lot at the Omera Road, Arima branch of Food Basket supermarket on Wednesday, 26th, around 9:45 p.m., a green Mitsubishi Lancer approached the victim car, and 3 men alighted from the vehicle and opened fire on him before escaping. Police were notified about the shooting, and when they got to the scene, they found a gun and ammunition near Pereira's body. So we don't know if there was a shootout or there was an exchange of gunfire with the men. As you can see, the body. Now, what we heard initially, that it was a policeman, but nevertheless, it was all on social media, policeman gunned down outside gym. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, this took place in the car park of Food Basket. In fact, when the police reached on the scene, they found a loaded pistol and ammunition. Officers believe Pereira may have been waiting for someone at the car park whom he believed may have been. In fact, we want to believe somebody put him up now, just for you to understand the dance. Somebody put him up. So that's what I tell you. Don't play man telling you to meet them in car park, or they come here waiting for all you. It don't go so, because somebody put him there, because at the end of the day, so then again, I guess he realized somebody put him up, so he walked with fires now. You know what I mean? He walked with the little gun, and he have it right next to him, so he didn't really get time to fire. Some relative being taken out from the scene there. But is there a gym close by? That's the Food Basket with the gym. Everything is in one compound there. Well, so ladies and gentlemen, 27 persons have been shot and killed inside the vehicle for this year. 27 persons, you know. 27 persons. Just imagine, 27 persons for 2019 have been murdered inside of their vehicle for this year. But the bigger picture is, Pereira parked up in Food Basket compound, waiting. Who put him there? How the gunman know that on that exact time, Pereira would have been waiting there? So maybe he got a call from a woman or somebody telling him, hey, what's going on now? Or one of his own friends, hey, wait in the mall for me now. Pereira, what's going on now, big man? Wait in the mall for me now. Ting, ting, ting. So that's why you need to be very careful when people tell you to wait. Wait, pack up, you go wait for me in this mall, you go wait for me in that mall. Next thing you know, it's some setup thing. Because it's similar. It's similar to the fella who lost his vehicle, whose vehicle was broken into, and $40,000 was taken, yeah? That yesterday in Macoya. If I could take you back to that, 3 men who broke into the vehicle in Macoya and stole $40,000 were held after a chase by police on the bus route yesterday. That took place on Tuesday, the 25th of June. 25-year-old Shane Duncan of Duncan Street, Port of Spain, 20-year-old Kevin James of Diego Martin, and 30-year-old Keston Morris of Silas were held by police after a chase along the PBR in Macoya on Tuesday around 1 p.m. 3 men were seen breaking into a Hilux motor car, which was parked at Rose Avenue near the Savannah in Macoya, Tunapuna. The victim raised an alarm and the suspect escaped in an Elantra motor car. It was discovered that they broke into a van and stole $40,000. Now apparently, the money was supposed to pay footballers. So here what's going on. So one of the footballers and them know the man had the money in the castle. We set up a play. So, you see what's going on? Don't trust nobody. So that is how, ladies and gentlemen, Pereira guy is dead by Food Basket because he waiting for somebody. He waiting for somebody, but even though you have the fires and things, you might be waiting with your little fires. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a fast break. When we come back, I run it with pace today. Let's take a break. It might be a little long. Let's take a break.
Yes, TNT! Peter Moti will drive away with a brand new Honda City. The next winner could be you. It's simple and easy. Simply purchase 1 bottle of Omega XL, peel and retrieve the code. Show proof of purchase. Drop off your completed entry form at Pennywise and participating pharmacies, and you can be a winner of a new Honda City each and every month. You can also win $20,000 for student tuition or $10,000 in vouchers. Omega XL, your choice for a pain-free life. This promotion is NLCB approved.
I'm still in shock.
Fans Tunapuna now offering 25% discount on furniture, 10% off appliances, 5% off TV and electronics. Fans, come see what's new.
TriCare Medical Center now open at Unit 7, Heartland Plaza, Chaguanas. We offer a wide range of medical services, general practice, men and women wellness clinic, specialist clinic with full range of medical lab services, opening hours 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. Call 229-2273 or 229-935.
Doing construction or putting up a steel structure? True Tech Limited for all your A325 and A490 structural and anchor bolts with mill certificates on hand for all completion. Wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts, fastener products for industrial and commercial use. Located at 792 Papri Road, Lower Barrackport. Call 654-5205-290-7733. If it's not a STL brand, it's not a screw.
Airport drugs now open at Piaco International Airport, opposite First Citizens. Over-the-counter drugs, no prescriptions. For more information, call the atrium telephone 669-0592 or 669-0325.
Neil Cool, good day.
Grandpa, you don't know, you feeling hot.
Neil Cool is the #1 provider for top brand units such as Delta, Daikin, Comfy, and Lennox. Units starting as low as $2,250 in store, plus you're getting 5 years warranty. With their highly trained staff, they can handle any residential or commercial installation. So get cool, stay cool with Neil Cool.
It's the final extension and now offering up to 80% off at Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station, Shogunas. Now definitely closing on the 15th of July. Biggest bargain of the year. Everything must sell. Get up to 80% off. Spend $1,000 and over and get a chance to win $500 instantly. Spend $100 and over and get a chance to win a Toyota Aqua. Yes, you heard right. You have a chance to win a Toyota Aqua. Remember, you have to be present to be a winner. Draw takes place on the last day at 7 p.m. Definitely closing on Monday, 15th July.
Life is made up of a series of moments. During these moments, the thing you count on most is something you probably take for granted. Help take good care of your heart with Strong Heart. From the makers of Omega XL, Strong Heart is a natural dietary supplement made with Omega-7 and contains beneficial fats that promote a healthy heart. Rely on your Strong Heart every day, because we all know your finest moments are still to come. Great life, Strong Heart. Now available in Trinidad and Tobago.
Remember, accidents can happen at any time and to anyone. So be road smart and beat the rainy season by changing your old tires right now. Just visit
Racetrack Wheels' 3 massive locations.
The king of rims and tires. Change your tires at the right place. And most importantly, the right price and the right quality.
Come into Rituals and enjoy our new honey caramel cookie crumble chiller made with real honey. We are now relocated at Boundary Road, Sawa, next to Church's Chicken. We also do catering. Call 225-5178 for more info.
Rogers Pottery Shop and Concrete Columns, specializing in concrete works and molding to beautify your home. Visit us at number 7 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, or see our highway showcase at Akbar Trace, Charleville. Call 672-0133 or 707-5453.
Baba Vikram, expert in bringing back relationships, love, health, business, financial problems and much more. 100% guaranteed and removal of black magic, obia, voodoo and gifts protection. Call for appointment 324-8474.
Arangwa's Alignment Center specializes in computerized alignments and balancing tire sales and service, new and foreign used tires, repairs on all sizes. We do diagnostic scan for all makes of vehicles, oil and filter change. Located at Rambuju Street, Arangwa's. Call 675-6713 or 751-4346.
Hangers Extreme, safe and secure, great food, courteous service, affordable prices, live DJs, entertainment and karaoke. So come dine and party with us at Hangers Extreme, Heartland Plaza in Endeavour, Shogunas.
Are you looking for the affordable dream house that you always wanted without the hassle? Then you need to contact
I.A.N Properties Limited.
They are the #1 real estate developers for the central area, and they can provide you with fully approved homes with financing from any financial institution, saving you time and even money. So call, WhatsApp or visit their Facebook today and get one step closer to your home.
It's the final extension and now offering up to 80% off at Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station, Shogunas. Now definitely closing on the 15th of July. Biggest bargain of the year. Everything must sell. Get up to 80% off. Spend $1,000 and over and get a chance to win $500 instantly. Spend $100 and over and get a chance to win a Toyota Aqua. Yes, you heard right. You have a chance to win a Toyota Aqua. Remember, you have to be present to be a winner. Draw takes place on the last day at 7 p.m. Definitely closing on Monday, 15th July.
Gentlemen, we are back. Make sure and get your ad on Crime Watch. Make sure you call those advertisers. We have Church's Chicken. We have everybody advertising. I tell you, listen, make sure and get your ads. Get your ads on Crime Watch. Screw Tech. Remember, if it's not an STL screw, it's no kind of screw, so you need to know the screw again. Make sure it's from Screw Tech. Also, AutoNation for complete range of new original parts for all Honda vehicles and excellent automobile repairs. Service from basic tune-up to suspension servicing. Get to AutoNation. Also, forensics. And are you involved in an accident? Call forensics. And an agent will come to the scene, register everything. They will also take pictures, statement with a drawing of what happened, which makes it easier for the insurance companies to handle your claims quickly and fairly. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, forensics, you see them on the accident scene there, they are advertising with us. So you make sure, take the information down. Those of you, once you're watching, take information. If you want to buy tires, if you want to go to the hardware, if you want your car tune up, if you're in an accident, take the... That's why I tell people, what sense you going on TV6 and CNC3 and all them stupid things? and going and advertise. Nobody watching. Nobody's watching. Nobody. Hi, caller, go ahead. Lines are jammed. Lines are jammed. Also, ladies and gentlemen, wait, boy. We have Barpo on the line. A Maloney man who allegedly shot at police officers in the area 2 weeks ago was arrested yesterday and is expected to be charged with the alleged offense. Alan Wallace, a.k.a. Bumpy, was held by officers of the Maloney CID on Wednesday, the 26th of June, at the building 2 Maloney Gardens on allegation that he shot at 3 police officers. He needs to go to Chocolate and get a haircut. Chocolate. All right? Before we go back to that page, Alan Wallace, a.k.a. Bumpy, was held by police officers of the Maloney CID Wednesday, 26th of June at building 2 Maloney Gardens on allegation that he shot at 3 police officers and dropped a loaded firearm at the Clayton Inns Recreation Ground in Maloney. Wallace is expected to appear in a remand magistrate court tomorrow to answer charges of allegation of allegedly shooting at Corporal Damian Ali and Constable Winter and Ramchan. Damian should have dealt with your tail. Yeah, Damian should have dealt with your tail. You're shooting at Damian. Damian is a serious man, you know. Damian is a serious man. 2 things you don't play with. You don't play with God and you don't play with Damian Ali. Damian will have deal with you. Anyway, if I go back to Pereira, the guy who was shot at the food basket place there. Look at the video there. Just to let you know that 27 persons have been shot and killed inside a vehicle thus here. There are people who waiting for persons, you know. Listen, there is persons who just sit down wait and some woman or man tell you, boy, hold on there, think. It's 27 people lost their life already. Let me tell you that's 4. On Sunday, 23rd of June, I'll give you the last 4. On the 23rd of June, 24-year-old Christopher Solomon of Coconut Drive in Mova was shot and killed inside his vehicle at the corner of Banyan and Mahogany Drive in Malabari, man. Well, he went to kill a man, and he get the matrix. Well, he get the matrix, he get the reload. So that is the last man who was killed in a car. On Thursday, 20th of June, 26-year-old Barry Simeon of Dunlop Street, Cocorite, was shot and killed in broad daylight while driving a vehicle along the western main road in Cocorite. Well, I have some information with that murder, but I don't want to tell you as yet. Don't be lucky and coward. I doing my investigation. On Sunday, 26th of May, 27-year-old Trevor Donald was shot and killed in the driver's seat of a Nissan Wing Road motorcar on Saddle Road in San Juan. On Sunday, 26th of May, 2019, Anton Sudin, Maverick Makano, and David Critchlow were gunned down inside a car at Fazal Avenue in Pinal. Remember that? This car thing, don't have nobody waiting and say, well, you're going to pay workers. You're going to wait in the car park with the money now, collect it. But if they putting you in place, you know, one time, you know, they putting you in place. This car thing, don't tell nobody where you're waiting. When you're reaching the parking lot, call me. That is what you need to do. That is what I tell you, you know. Crime Watch can really, is information, you know, is really sensitizing you to what really going on. You understand? Because it's like, you imagine you have to pay a worker, but you say, well, I'm not from the bank, I had the 40,000 to give all you, you know. Look, I park up right in the mall here. You can see my car right there. Some worker going to put you in pay. Just how they put the man with the 40,000 when they broke into his Hilux in Macoya on Tuesday. Yeah. Somebody going to put you in place. So don't tell nobody. Tell them, hey, I wrong. I park right here. I can park. By doing that, I park right here. Look on the side road. This time I nothing on the side road and I just watching you. Ladies and gentlemen, also there have been 20 deadly drive-by shootings for the year thus far. So 27 persons have been killed inside vehicles this year. But for this year also, we have had 20 deadly drive-by shootings for the year. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a Barkpur man was killed after he was attacked by a swarm of Jeps yesterday. 56-year-old Lakshman Devanan of Ramlal Trace, Barkpur, was killed after he was stung by a swarm of Jeps while at his home around 1 p.m. Police said the victim will tell his son that he was stung by the jab before collapsing on the ground. The HS were contacted by the time they arrived. Devanan was already dead, and the police were contacted by a team of officers. And you know something? Just what they are telling you about my uncle who I lost. What about the man who in Mayaro who fell off the scaffolding? That was yesterday, and yesterday rundown. Namdio Sanka, yeah. Namdio Sanka of New Grant, a 61-year-old man, fell off a scaffolding in Mayaro. And now you have a Barkmore man killed, 56-year-old. I need to be careful. I just said, remind me of my relative, Clemmy Madu Singh from Vista Bella. He down in Mayaro there, fixing up a nice beach house. Bam, bam, bam. That is it. Japan. That is it. It's really something else. It's really something else. I'm now seeing Vishnu coming up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, one man was injured in a shooting incident at Maloney last night. Corporal Damian Ali of the Maloney CID is probing. What, Damian, you're big up there, boy. You're big, your name and everything. It's probing an incident in which 25-year-old Marlon O'Neill of Mariana Crescent, La Resource, South Dabney, was shot on the arm during an attempted robbery while sitting on a bench in Dabney on Wednesday the 26th. Police said around 7:45, O'Neill was in company with his girlfriend sitting on a bench on the southeastern side of La Resource Savannah, located at Sitka Avenue, when two men approached them with bandanas over their faces and tried to rob O'Neill of his gold chain. Police in the area. One of the suspects pulled out a firearm from a purse strapped across his shoulder, and both victims began to run. The gunman then shouted, all you want to run before you open fire on O'Neill, hitting him in the upper right arm. The victims were taken to the Arima Hospital. But what them doing on bench sitting down? No, I'm just showing you, things different. Things different. It ain't no time to be seated on no bench, you know. Accident, something. Ambulance. Yeah. I tell you, there's the hot zone, you know. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a fast break. One man injured in shooting in Maloney last night. But again, it's dangerous to sit down on bench and all kind of thing. Let's take a fast break.
AutoNation for a complete range of new original parts for all Honda vehicles and excellent automobile repairs. Service from basic tune-up to suspension servicing, diagnostics and complete engine change. Visit us at 114 to 116 El Socorro Road, San Juan, or call 674-1073.
When construction or putting up a steel structure, True Tech Limited for all your A325 and A490 structural and anchor bolts with mill certificates on hand for all completion. Wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts, fastener products for industrial and commercial use. Located at 792 Papri Road, Lower Barkport. Call 654-5205-290-7733. If it's not a STL brand, it's not a screw.
Check out Homeland Marketing Company Limited and view our large stock of ready-made wrought iron designs. Visit us at 44 Montrose Main Road, Chaguanas, or call 235-4283 Gate or 235-4766 Iron.
Tunapuna, now offering 25% discount on furniture, 10% off appliances, 5% off TV and electronics. Friends, come see what's new.
The Wellness Center introduces the Superfricator. It instantly removes skin growths and irregularities like skin tags, age spots, ring flesh, and spots from the face and body. Using non-surgical procedures, the Wellness Center can instantly lift the face, bust, arms, and legs, treat psoriasis and dermatitis, remove puffy dark eye circles, double chin, wrinkles, and even restore bold, thinning hair. Call Mrs. Bagan, a qualified medical esthetician with over 30 years of experience, for a microscopic consultation. Call 673-7418.
Neil Cool, good day.
Wampa, you that now you feeling hot.
Neil Cool is the #1 provider for top brand units such as Delta, Daikin, Comfy, and Lennox. Units starting as low as $2,250 installed. Plus, you're getting 5 years warranty. With their highly trained staff, they can handle any residential or commercial installation. So get cool, stay cool with Neil Cool.
Do you suffer from pain in your back, knees, or joints and need effective pain relief? Get your life back with Omega XL, a natural, safe, anti-inflammatory supplement. This small soft gel has up to 22 times more omega-3 free fatty acids than fish oil and is backed by 30 years of clinical research.
I can just tell you from my experiences, there's nothing like this Omega XL.
XL Health TT Limited are the sole legal distributors in this country.
Tire Clinic. Get the latest style rims at Hoover, Shogunas, and Pleasance Park. Tire Clinic, a tire for every need.
Gentlemen, we are back. Also, just to let you all know, a Ministry of Works employee was shot and wounded while returning to his B showroom yesterday. 54-year-old Isafor Vialva, a laborer employed with the Ministry of Works, Kush Village, Bish, was shot in the back while walking towards his home just after 1 p.m. on Wednesday the 26th. Vialva was returning from picking bananas in an area not too far from his home when he heard gunshots and he felt a burning sensation to his body. He ran home and alerted relatives, and he was taken to the Rio Claro health facility where he was treated and transferred to the Sandy Grande District Hospital. Corporal Singh of Rio Claro CID is probing the incident. Just imagine that, yeah? A man walking home, he done pick figure. Well, bananas. I love bananas. I don't know if some of you ever had, some, everybody turned bourgeois right now in this country. No, long time they say, now they say bananas and curry. Socks, you know about bananas and curry? Or fictal curry, which one? Oh, fried potato. Okay. I met somebody say bananas and curry. So this man just went and picked bananas, and I'm back on, and when he was going home, bam, somebody shot him in his back. Also, Sandy Grande detectives are investigating a brawl in which 3 men were stabbed at Fishing Pond Village Tuesday night. Around 10 p.m. on Tuesday, the 25th of June, PC Khan, Emmanuel, and James were on routine mobile patrol when they responded to a report of a stabbing at Gender Road Fishing Pond Village in Sandy Grande. When officers got to the location, they were informed that Lion Suknanan was stabbed about the body during a fight with several other persons. Police then escorted the vehicle in which Suknanan had already been placed inside the Sandy Grande District Hospital, where he remained in a critical condition. Officers were told that the 2 other men, identified as Antonio Lobain and Justin Jones, were also injured in the fracas and were warded at the same hospital. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sandy Grande investigated brawl in which 3 men were stabbed at Fishing Pond. Also, ladies and gentlemen, hey, somebody just asked me, I know Damian Ali. Look at the picture, he and I, remember? That's the great Damian up there. Damian up there. I tell you, I know them, we know them. All right, that's Corporal Damian. Come back to me. A Faizabad man who ingested a strange drug during a card game in Faizabad is in custody after chopping one of his friends and attempting to kill himself earlier yesterday. 17-year-old. Wait. Ali Androwa? Forjanese, Trinidad, from Trinidad, where you from? Forjanese, a local name, was chopped about the head while playing cards with 4 other young adults along the Guapo Road in Faizabad on Wednesday, June the 26th. after one of the youngsters pulled a cutlass and attacked him. Police said around 3 a.m. yesterday, the group were playing with cards when 20-year-old Tariq Byron, an employee of I.A.N supermarket who had minutes earlier ingested an unknown drug, began to behave in a strange and violent manner. So now you're hearing, ladies and gentlemen, just to break it down to you. Just to break it down to you, the linemen, they're playing card, ting, running nice. Everything running nice. Lo and behold, now he works at I.A.N supermarket. Tariq Byron. They say he ingests some kind of funny liquid and he started to rile up. Like he said, you know, they say he get mad, you know, playing mad thing now. Or catch markety or some kind of thing. And started chop people or kind of thing. I tell the place, but then I give me the one card thing now. Why card game and all kind of thing. Card game is back and all thing, you know. Byron is alleged to have pulled a cutlass and chopped for Ginny on the head before taking a knife and attempting to teach her. So imagine he chopped for Ginny in the head. He chopped Alejandro for Ginny, right? A 17-year-old. And when he chopped the boy in the card game, think so, chopped the man in the head, he take out a knife and go in so. Boy, real mad thing. He was subdued. Now, he was subdued by his friends, and for Ginny was taken to the Superior Health Facility by EHS, and he was treated. Byron was detained by police and taken to Faizabad police station, where he continued acting in a strange manner. Police then took him for medical treatment. Superior Sergeant Ramson of Faizabad police station is probing the incident. Real mad thing, you know. All you're playing card, ting. And you just take out a knife and hit the man at chop, and then you take out a knife and start to go so. Me, I not in no card thing, boy. I not in no card back and all at all. Now, like not in no card thing, let's take a fast break. I'll deal with all you.
Do you suffer from pain in your back, knees, or joints and need effective pain relief? Get your life back with Omega XL, a natural, safe, anti-inflammatory supplement. This small soft gel has up to 22 times more omega-3 free fatty acids than fish oil and is backed by 30 years of clinical research.
Thanks, Omega XL. I don't have that same pain anymore.
XL Health TT Limited are the sole legal distributors in this country.
Stefan Drugs now open at Heartland Plaza in Chaguanas, first world drugstore with best prices on drugs, vitamins, toiletries, stationery, grocery items, baby products and more. We also carry British Parliament Hilton water, Mara beans imported directly from Italy, bottled Nexium, Allegra, Zyrtec, gourmet foods and snacks. A selection of products not offered by any other pharmacy in Trinidad. So visit us today.
Double Palm Guest House, newest location at LP37, Manzanilla Road, Mayaro. Enter a notice with that special someone, secure parking and fully air-conditioned rooms. Open 24 hours every day for your convenience. Visit us today at any one of our locations.
Come into Rituals and enjoy our new honey caramel cookie crumble chiller made with real honey. We are now relocated at Boundary Road, Sawan, next to Church's Chicken. We also do catering. Call 225-5178 for more info.
It's the final extension and now offering up to 80% off at Fab India Expo opposite Medford gas station Chaguanas. Now definitely closing on the 15th of July. Biggest bargain of the year. Everything must sell. Get up to 80% off. Spend $1,000 and over and get a chance to win $500 instantly. Spend $100 and over and get a chance to win a Toyota Aqua. Yes, you heard right. You have a chance to win a Toyota Aqua. Remember, you have to be present to be a winner. Draw takes place on the last day at 7 p.m. Definitely closing on Monday 15th July.
So ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Two missing teenage girls were found at a house in Laukita. One man was taken to custody by police yesterday. 29-year-old Tinapuna man was arrested by Laukita CID after he was found at a house with two teenage girls, one of whom reportedly escaped from St. Jude's Home for Girls in Port of Spain earlier this year. Police said they were on the anti-crime exercise between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. yesterday when they went to a house at George Goddard Lane, Phase 1 Laukita, when they found the girls. Sachs, pull back that clip in Claxton Bay when we were running on the hill for the two girls. Pull it back for me, pull it back for me, pull it back. Pull it back for me. Remember when we went down to Hilltop in Claxton Bay and the girls and them, they were seen and in fact they were missing, but they were in a house. Boy and them bust out and start to run. You remember this? Show the part where we were down in the hill. Yeah, you remember this? When we were down there and the police and you know, look, we're walking around quite there. The girl ran down so far. Yeah, but we got them. So this case just reminds me of the girls who was found in La Hoqueta. Yeah, unbelievable. These are the two girls. I have photos of them. The girls both 16. The man who was from Lashley Street was found sitting, Lashley. What? What are you doing with them two little girls on there? What's going on with you? Don't worry. The court go send a signal. Don't beat up. Was found, in fact, the man was found, who's from Lashley Street, was found sitting in a Toyota Corolla outside the house. A man known to the officers of the Northern Division dropped a pistol and escaped moments after he traded bullets with the officers of the Maloney CID. Huh. Right. I feel I have my thing mixed up. Also, ladies and gentlemen, really sad. We don't know what exactly went on. There was a fire at Rupno in Hardware along Kearney Savannah last night. But really, really sad. I don't know we have a CG on this. Again, fire at Rupno in Hardware in Shagona. That's right opposite our church, Flaming Wood Ministries. Way, boy. Real something else, boy. Real something else. Real something else. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a woman who was reported missing by her husband a few months ago has returned home and was taken to the Barataria police station early this morning with her husband after police responded to a domestic report at their Arangwes home. That is this morning. So a woman who was reported missing by her husband. Where is the woman? But she come home 1:30 this morning? But that don't give the man the right to beat the girl. You know what's going on? Who is the man? Who is the man? So a woman who was reported missing by her husband, apparently when she come home last night, two of them started a battle, and look her walking out the gate. She went to that police station, but wait, okay, she made about 8 reports about you, about 12 reports about you, 13 reports, how much reports? Wait. That is the same man who came, when he was here. But she now come back. Huh? Well, if she went to the market to buy green fig, by the time she reached back, it ripe. What did jail why? So wait. He was in my studio? Let me see it. That's it?
Could be about 8, not more than 8.
More than 8, we 3 already. But you really beat up the girl too, eh? You said beat up the girl real bad too.
No, boss.
Dramatize the girl, as they say, dramatize.
No, boss, let me tell you something. When I can go to work and do things and she come home drunk, sometimes, you know, she don't even know herself. And how I get into sometimes I lost contract, certain little work I lost, I can't go and do it. You understand what I'm saying? So how I should go there and work.
But the day in question, where were you the morning?
The morning?
The last time you saw was what time?
That was in the evening.
Say he beat up the girl already, you know? Yeah, he didn't deny it. He didn't deny it. So she went up to her house last night, but she has 2 children, and apparently beat up and look at coming out of the house. Look at this. Open up the line 6714062. I call her, good evening, you're live on Crime Watch. She could barely walk this morning, watch. But that don't give you the right to beat nobody. If all you can't make it, go up the road. All your children, all you behave all yourself. Wait, but keep coming out here. But look to them in the car. In the station. Just take it back to him. Let me see that. Just, yeah. Were you riding up so far, man? You want a camera thing, but you think the girl and that kind of thing. What kind of thing is that? You want a camera thing, but you're riding up the girl. Just imagine you want a camera thing. Boy, them crazy, yes? Them crazy. Hey, you know what I met this morning? Rope wife. Yeah, rope wife. Remember the policeman that collapsed? Yeah. Yeah, remember, look up photo of him. I saw his wife and his son. I spoke to her. You know what she told me? She said, Mr. Allen, I want to tell you thanks. I really want to tell you thanks for really supporting us and making sure that my husband's funeral, you know, was seen by all his family abroad and his cousins and those are the people who couldn't make it. And because what I did, we posted it on our fan page. That's I.A.N. Allen Public Figure. I.A.N. Allen Public Figure on our fan page. And she was happy about that. And I saw her son, and you know, it's really sad. They're just looking at her, and you know, I really hope that the police service and this association help the widows of these police officers those who collapse, die, those who die in the line of duty and whatnot. But it was really, really sad. In fact, I'll show you a little clip of the funeral. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, come back to me. Real sad. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, really fast, I'm looking for Perry Pollard. Perry, somebody needs to tell me where I can find him. Kamit Baksh, I was supposed to see you this morning, Thursday, 27th. You did not show up at my studio. Sylvia Ramsaran, Veronica St. John, Paul Stiles, Chantel Singh. Remember, I'm looking for Chantel Singh, and I believe Chantel. Hold on, Chantel. I believe I have a video of her. Hold on. I believe someone has sent me a photo. I'm trying to get in contact with. Hold on. Someone has sent me a photograph of her. Hold on. Someone had sent me a photograph. No. I can't find it. But nevertheless, Oman Michael Ramkisoon, Neely Perez, Zahir Ali, Kevin Mitchell, Parvati Gokul, Brian Navi Mahabud, Raj Singh and Elizabeth Leonard are trying to get in contact with your husband too. Raj Singh and Elizabeth Leonard. Premnath Inal are trying to get in contact with Premnath Inal. Abel Anthony. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking for a vehicle, L300 panel van, registration TCK 5685, that was stolen on May 17th with the logo, and also the car, the Almera. Oh God, Narayana, I'll call you back. I will call you back. PBT 2915. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. This is the guy who was killed. And the guy who was killing Quarry Street this morning, the city corporation worker. This is the guy who went to buy a sandwich earlier. Remember earlier I told you that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. I'll be back tomorrow. It's Friday. I just decided to just down a little bit. Remember, get your ads, yeah? Get your ads on Crime Watch. WhatsApp me on all the numbers here. Today's place like a madhouse. Wait. All right, WhatsApp me. Let me know what's going on. WhatsApp me on 2944081, 2904426, 3304426, 3904426. Let me know. Book your ads one time. Tell me you want to advertise. This is Ian Allen. This is Crime Watch. Good night.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Stop crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now. We all coming through now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out